That's right. So I'll come to my next topic of what is like for homegrown, influencers, content creators. So you all have any tips? Like if they don't have any kind of budget, they are just talking about something they have an expertise in or talent in, and they are showcasing that, and now they want to go to the next level because it's becoming increasingly difficult to without a budget to become popular on these platforms. So what would you feel like a few tips for them? So I'll start with Rushin.
Yeah, so first, the creator should congratulate himself to coming up with some video content format, most probably Patreon or YouTube. So initially, he should start with YouTube. If you can't create a 5 minute, 6 minute video, at least you should start with creating a 30, 40 seconds video to post in your WhatsApp status at least. So because people should know that you have some sort of knowledge, you have acquired a lot of knowledge in past like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it might be, and you know quite a lot of content is with you, and you are willing to put it out, and people should know that you have quite some knowledge, so that once you start your respective channel on respective platform, the first initial subscribers should come from your WhatsApp contact list only. So I know that one of my ex-colleague who has done it quite well. She has founded some influencer marketplace kind of thing. The initial marketing has done through her WhatsApp status only. So that's how we all get to know. The initial things came through LinkedIn posts. So you should start posting on LinkedIn if you are not into that entertainment sector. If you are into entertainment, use platforms like Facebook and Instagram. There are some other apps like Modes, etc. These kind of apps. If you are not into like entertainment and you want to create some sort of information-oriented platform, something like just how we are doing it. So it's better to go and start leveraging your current contacts, so which you have acquired in the last 5, 10 years. I'm sorry for that crackers. Yeah. So coming back to our point, you should start leveraging your current contacts which you have acquired in last like 3 years, 5 years, whatever your professional, personal work, the project which you have done. You should start putting out few blogs. So because blogs will always help you to reach to a wider audience initially rather than videos. But if you do it consistently, definitely video will reward you quite well rather than blogs. But you should try both the things at simultaneously. So because if whenever people search in Google also started showing videos in Google search from last couple of years. So you should start leveraging both the platforms. That's how we can grow in this competitive market.
That's right. So Ashwini, any tip for homegrown content creators?
See, I think today all that you need to make effective videos today is just a smartphone, right? So as long as you have a good connectivity, as long as you have a good phone, all that you need is just this phone to capture and put it out on channels. And one additional thing, and it's a very good thing, is all the social media channels are free of cost. All that you need to do is just sign up and make sure you have an active page, you upload the content and start asking your family and friends to support you. I think initial subscribers will typically be your family and friends basically. So make sure that you grow that internal circle and you start doing these things. Two of the most important and most prominent personalities that I have known who has started from scratch is one is Mithila Palkar. I think she just started off doing a cup song and she uploaded it on YouTube. I remember her TED talk where she spoke about how she did that video. So she just had a friend come over and record a video of her doing the cup song, and you could hear the traffic and all of these sounds in the background. But she still made it a point to upload it on YouTube, and she did that consistently for a duration of time. And today we know her for amazing web series like say Little Things and on Dice Media and Pretty Copy and all of these things, right? So what she did was she didn't look for perfection. So she initially looked for the amount and the quantity and quality of the content, overall. And again, the second personality that I relate to myself and someone who has inspired me to start off my channel was, Ashish Chanchlani. I think he's one of the best YouTubers out there to keep people entertained, to provide a very different type of a content, and something that's very relatable also. Right. So, and he again did everything from scratch. I've seen him, way in his earlier days where he just shot in his smartphone. So that's how easy and effective today video, creating video content is, and something every marketer should take advantage of. If you are a content creator, if you want to do a lot more on videos and in front of videos, I think you just need a smartphone and a good internet connectivity, and that's all. And no one can stop you. See, ultimately, content is the king, right? So as long as you're giving that in a creative and a different kind of a way, I think it makes sense. So there was a guy in our previous company who actually spoke about one marketing terminology every week. He just took up one marketing terminology and he did it like a rap session. Okay, so he explained that in a rap session. So that actually resonated with a lot of young audience, and they actually accepted that in a very good way. So I think you just have to, you're just going to say the same thing, but tell it differently, right? So that's exactly what a lot of marketers should focus on today.
That's right. So, and definitely how the like you can just go in like a very negative thing that if you are not putting a budget on this video, then you'll not reach out. That is a little bit because there in the algorithm for being discovered, there are things because end of the day these platforms they can't rely on a popular like in terms of just backing the person with the thing because if that content is bad then it is in terms of in that thing is popular on that platform it is not good for that particular platform so they
Right.
will definitely have some kind of thing within their algorithm to have new fresh content with to reach out to a target audience like you must have seen in your YouTube
Yes.
suggestions and all. There are so many
Yes.
times very small channels also suggested to you that
Right.
will ask for
Right.
your search and you are like, yeah, I should see something like that. So
Actually,
there
I
are,
think even in YouTube Shorts, for instance,
yeah,
I have seen, young people showcasing their talents from nook and corners of the world. They just
mm,
from a very small place, and all they wanted to do was showcase their talent. Like it could be dance, or even in the recent lockdown, I think a lot of people have turned out to be chefs. They started their own channels on YouTube showcasing all these homemade
mm,
items and easier things like that, right? And it still made a bigger impact. So I think today you're not lack of the technologies and these advantages.
mm,
All of these things are there, but what we are currently lacking is good content. So that if said in a good way, I think it will definitely resonate with an audience.
definitely. And with respect to monetization, there are various other aspects. It's not
Right.
just advertising on these platforms. There are so many other ways of creating a really small niche brand for yourself and then monetizing in a way through other means. So definitely once if you have really good content in any format which is you take that effort in to so that it connects with a particular target audience in any way, any kind of emotions that it can arouse for that particular target audience. That definitely will find basically like this, the audience can smell a good movie, so it can smell
True.
good content and it will
True.
get it out. So search it out basically. That is the thing.